What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ajax Reviews. Today we review The Burning. Directed by Tony Maylam. A former summer camp caretaker, horribly burned from a prank gone wrong, lurks around a summer camp bent on killing the teenagers responsible for his disfigurement. The Burning. This is one of those movies that I didn't get a chance to see back in its heyday because it was banned. But I did hear a lot about it, and I read a lot about it through different books that Tom Savini had put out. During Tom Savini, he had these VHS tapes of him doing special effects, and The Burning was always in there. So I knew of The Burning, I knew of the raft scene, I knew of the character Cropsey. I just had never seen the movie until about it had to have been 2000, 2001 when the ban was lifted and Showtime started showing it. Soon after, I bought the VHS of it that came out, followed by the DVD, followed by the Blu-ray. And so that was one of those movies that I wish I would have saw way back when it came out, as a kid. But I'm kind of glad in a way that I waited. Well, I didn't wait. I'm kind of glad in a way that I didn't get to see it until I was an adult, to where I could fully appreciate it. So, without any further ado, let's get into it.
What about Glazer?
Glazer. Yeah, I said it. Glazer.
It's not just Glazer. It's everybody.
So, what's the deal with the MPAA having the power to determine what movies get banned and why? The Burning was a victim of the MPAA's overreach and was banned until around 2001. It was finally released under an exclusive Amazon.com label. I suppose in 1981, the makeup effects by Tom Savini could be seen as extreme, but in no way deserving of being cut down as much as it was. This movie is and always will be one of my all-time top favorites. As a matter of fact, I personally have never met a horror fan that didn't feel the same way. That doesn't mean that these horror fans don't exist. The Burning is a great companion piece to Friday the 13th. In many ways, it's actually far superior to the original Friday the 13th. See, The Burning has always been enjoyable to watch, and for me, it's never gotten old. The kills, those are great, and the effects are just far beyond anything of its time. Hell, the raft scene alone is one of the most infamous scenes in horror history, falling second only to the shower scene in Psycho. The character Cropsey could have been as big as Jason. Give it a few sequels, this franchise could have been huge. All the characters helped move the story along nicely, and there were characters we could relate to. And then there was Glazer, that character that we all wanted to see die. Just loved to hate that guy. Just, when is he gonna die? When is he gonna die? Glazer. Hell, you even got some decent names in this movie. You got Brian Backer, who played Mark Ratner in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. All right, Rat. I don't know, man. Something about that guy. You got Jason Alexander, yep, George Costanza himself from Seinfeld, and even Holly Hunter from Raising Arizona's in this. There's a lot of reasons why this movie is so well loved. For me, it's damn near perfect. The f***ing hedge clipper kills, man, love them. Brilliant.
No, the kind with long, thin blades. He carried them all the time, wherever he went.
This whole thing is Todd's fault. Fucking dick. You guys ever notice that in horror movies, when somebody comes back for revenge, it's usually 5 years? What is it with 5 years? Why is 5 years so popular in horror movies to get your revenge?
Shit.
That's all. Is it?
So what is it that I like about this movie? First of all, the effects. I mean, you cannot call yourself a slasher fan if you can't appreciate the f***ing genius that is Tom Savini doing the effects in this movie. Another thing I liked is I really liked the cast. The cast flowed. They all looked like they belonged together. They weren't, it wasn't one of those things where it's like, oh, this guy's out of place. They all seemed to fit in at that time in that place. Another thing I liked was the story. I mean, yeah, we get all kinds of revenge stories, especially these days. They get revenge over, like, killing somebody's f***ing dog now. But back then, there weren't too many revenge stories. There was Friday the 13th, and that was pretty much it. So this was actually a decent story and the way that it unfolded. I mean, the guy got revenge for shit that they did to him. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. He was sleeping. They f***ed with him. Todd. And I really like the location. The woods that they used, the camp that they used, everything was just f***ing perfect, man. I love the way that it all looked. So then what did I dislike about this movie? Well, the only obvious thing, Glazer. But we're supposed to hate him, right? I mean, if we hate him, that means he did his job well. So, yeah. Other than that, there's really not much to dislike about this movie. So, would I recommend this movie? Well, yes, I would. This is one of those movies that, as a horror fan, is a must watch. If you haven't seen this one, here's what you do. You have someone help you lift that rock that you've been living under, crawl out of that son of a bitch, and put this movie on. That's what you do. And with all that being said, I'm going to give this movie an almost perfect 4.5 out of 5. And that's going to do it for me for today, guys. So remember, until next time, stay smart, stay clean, keep the dream, don't let the man get you down, because if he does, he may just have his way with you for about 10 seconds and then go get some matches because, well, Glazer. He's a dick.